Hi guys, I'm Vincent.
Jason.
I'm Mariam.
We created Healthbox. So we wanted to create like a really simple way to receive recipes, your favorite restaurants, foods, photos of people in your area, and it's all local because we're into food and we generally eat healthy. Um, this is our concept. This is the screenshot of the homepage, and there's a search box right there, so you can type in your food you want to search. The two search items. The one on the bottom will search Yelp. The search button on the top will search the recipes. So if you click it, it'll display 10 different recipes of pizza. And when you click on that, there'll be a light box. Inside the light box, there'll be ingredients and nutrition information about that recipe. And when you use the drop-down menu and you select a destination, say doctor, you'll get Flickr photos of doctors. Um, and you can also use distance a half mile or up to 2 miles.
So before we started coding the project, we created a wireframe. And what was really interesting about the wireframe, this is the wireframe that we came up with, was that we knew that we were going to use certain APIs, but we didn't know how to necessarily display it on the page. So basically what we knew we wanted was that we wanted an image, and inside the image we wanted a search, and then we knew we wanted a map and three boxes that kind of displayed information about the area. And then when we were doing the front end, we had, what was also really interesting about the front end was that when I kind of went in and made I used Bootstrap to make the front end design, because our app is mostly a lot of data. It kind of just looked like the background and then like little rows, and then it didn't really just start coming together until we filled in the data. So that was something that we had to kind of work with, was like playing with how the UI works with the data in it. We use for the backend, which is Jason and Vincent did those. We used the Yelp API, the Flickr API, the Google Places API, the Edamame API to kind of pull the recipes. Responsive voice, they're gonna show you, but basically what you can do with our app is you can talk, or you can talk and then it'll search based off of what you say, like it's like voice search. Yeah. And then this is just kind of us and what we did. So yeah.
All right, basically, this is our results page, the top being the Yelp and the bottom being the recipes. After that, it comes up in a lightbox results, like Vincent said. Whenever you click on something, it shows more details. Then we also implemented a little chat feature where you could talk to anybody. These are the technologies and features we used. Speech to text, text to speech, Bootstrap, Firebase, Trello to do our project management, HTML5, CSS3, and jQuery. Next we're going to show our site. Okay. Make it bigger. All right.
Yeah, the green one.
So the first thing that's going to come up is it's asking for your location. So we're going to allow geolocation to our site, and then you want to.
So, you want me to explain?
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Yeah.
The overall design is done in Bootstrap. It's fully responsive and mobile ready. The first thing I'm going to show is the layout of the screen. The top is a banner that changes, depending on the user, what they come and see. So we'll stick with that one. The second is a set of images just for placeholders. Then we have a local view with a map that's detecting where you are, our Flickr images. Then we have an RSS feed that's pulling in RSS news information related to health. The first thing we're going to do is try the search. I don't know if the mic's turned on this, so we'll try it out. Lasagna, since I like lasagna. And then it comes up. Then you hit search. Then it shows all the recipes of lasagna. Then you could click on it. It'll show a light box with the details, the ingredients, and more information about lasagna. Then you can close that out. And then I'll hand it over to Vincent.
So really quickly, you could search on Yelp, clicking Yelp, let's say bakery, half mile, and you'll get a whole bunch of Yelp images with ratings and phone number. Click on that, and it'll display a light box, and it'll take you to the page. And we have a chat feature where you could, chat to people. And you should hear a voice.
The end.
And that's our
The end.
presentation.
Yeah, basically. It should post.
Any questions?
Yeah, so how did you guys come up with all the APIs that you would use? Did you first think of like what you were going to do and then look for the APIs? Or was it the other way around?
Yeah, we kind of had an idea. Well, we knew we wanted to make this helpful, right? And so we kind of looked at, I think there was a list that you guys gave us of like APIs. So we kind of looked at all the APIs that had something to do with health. And we actually had a really large list. Like we wanted to include a BMI calculator and other things. But then we realized that when we started building, and like especially when I was doing UI, like there's only so many things that you can use. And so we kind of had to narrow it down to certain APIs that kind of had to do with the theme of health. If that makes sense.
Then we took the APIs and went into Trello and we had a list of all the APIs, and we decided which ones we're going to use and which ones we're not going to. We ran into some trouble with HTTPS and HTTP, so it wasn't displaying on Heroku properly, so we figured out what that problem was and turned it all to HTTP. It's not secure, but it works. So.
Could you show us the code for the text to speech and speech to text?
That's yours, right?
Well, speech to text is yours. I'm text to speech.
Okay. Speech.
Okay. Dictation.
Is that more? Recipe.
Right here.
All right, so here's the voice recognition. It's pulling, on-click function of the start dictation ID, runs the function, and it's a WebKit that detects what you're saying and then spits it out into the same field. And then the other one
It's in chat.
is in chat.
Oh, Jason, can you go back to the previous screen real quick?
Sure.
That if statement, can you explain that if statement to the class? Window.has WebKit speech. Yeah, that one on line 101.
So it detects if the window property is using the prompt that they allowed us to use your voice your microphone, and then if it is true, go through this information. If not, show it. Well, it stops. Doesn't show an error. And then the other one is inside the chat feature. I don't know why it's not coming up here. It's not in our master folder, I guess.
This is in yours. Or mine.
There it is.
Or mine.
Yep.
you have any questions about this one in particular, or
No,
this is the text? This is the text to speech.
where's the Ajax call? Jeeves?
No, actually,
No Ajax call?
no. Just a script tag that you put in the head, and so like this dot each sort of like iterates through each like line or object inside their giant object of voices and all that code.
You could change the voices.
Yeah,
the
you could
different
change- yeah.
things and stuff like that.
How many hours did you guys spend on this project? Did you say coding and working together?
I think there was combined like 300 commits.
300 minutes?
300 commits.
300 commits, wow. How many hours did you say you guys
I don't know.
With class hours, maybe like 3, 6, 9, 12. Maybe like 25, 30 hours, something like that.
Awesome. Great job, guys.
Cool.